All right, what's up, guys? Sorry I'm not there today. I'm gonna make this video as quick as I can. So pause it, when you need to, so you have time to, write stuff down, understand it more. But here's our study guide for the test tomorrow. So look at this video, follow along, and then practice some of the other ones that kind of match the questions. Okay, so we got GCF. So you're going to start out by making your division lines. Then your answer is going to have 3 blanks because there's 3 terms. And then you need that bonus one out in the front for your GCF. Okay, so then look at the first term here. Well, really the lowest number. It just so happens to be the first term. And see if that can divide out from all 3 terms. And it looks like it can. Okay, if it can't, or if it couldn't, then you have to break it down even further and get a smaller number. Okay, but since it can, you bring it out in front, and then you just divide out what's left. Okay, so all this goes down to here, so you get 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. I already have the negative there, have the plus there. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And then the w to the 6th needs to stay with the 1, and w to the 3rd stays with the 3, and that's your final answer. So do the same thing for number 2. Number 3 is the one, there's a lot of words here, but it's the one where here's the formula, and we give you a number. Plug this number into that formula, okay, for n, all right? That's the number of sides. So you have 10 minus 2 times 180. And so you plug it all in the calculator, you should get 1440. Okay? Same thing for number 4. Number 6, it's even more words, but find the formula, okay? Right there, x plus y divided by 2. And then we're going to give you 2 numbers. Again, plug those in. All right, plug those in, x and y. Doesn't matter which one you make x and y, because you're going to add them together. So put 20 plus 16 divided by 2, and you should get 18. In Desmos, if you put the division first, it should give you that fraction. If it doesn't, put the top in parentheses, and you'll still get the right answer. Okay. So 7 is the same answer here. All right, now we're on to some of the properties. Number 8. So if we look at the top one, we have a trapezoid. It says angle DAB is congruent to what, and angle DCB is congruent to what, because base angles are congruent. So think of base, think of your bottom angles. Okay, so these two go together. And then if these two go together, and these are considered base angles too, because if you flip over the shape, those would be on the bottom. So what are those angles? So then you have to put those letters in the middle. So angle, and then A, and then over here, angle C, right? Well, you need to fill out those letters. So if you do that, you get BAD. Wait, we already got BAD. My bad. So then this one also matches. So then it's CDA. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay, so CDA. So let me erase this. My bad. Probably just confused the crap out of you guys. But we'll get it back. All right, so DCB, which is this one. Let's change color. DCB, this guy. So we want the other one, which is ABC. Okay? All right, the other two are pretty self-explanatory. BA is congruent to what, because legs are congruent. Well, this side's BA, so we want to do this side. So that's CD. And then DB is congruent to what? Because diagonals are congruent. Well, here's DB, this diagonal. So we want this diagonal, which is AC. All right. All right, and then number 9 is the exact same. Okay, here's number 10. This is what we did yesterday on the formative. So we have opposite angles are congruent. So these two are opposite angles. They are the same. So 5x minus 7 equals 3x plus 11. Okay, so then you set it up like this. Right? Minus the 3x on both sides. You get 2x minus 7 equals 11. And then since I brought the x's to the left, I got to bring the numbers to the right. So you should get 2x equals 18. And then divide by 2. You get 9. Okay? It's going to be pretty much the same thing for all of them, right? You get diagonals bisect opposite angles, and then opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. Just set them all equal to each other. Okay? All right. And then 13 and 14. Okay. So you want to find the missing piece. If you look at the triangles, I need to make them congruent by ASA, angle side angle. So you have to look at what is marked. This is an angle that's marked, and then this is a side that's marked. So I already have an angle and a side. I need another angle, right? I have an A and an S. I need another A. And if you look at how the S, like how the letters are arranged, the S is in between the A's. So then that means the S has to touch both A's. Okay? So this angle is touching this side. So then also this angle needs to touch this side. So this needs to be marked as well. So boom, boom. And so angle J is congruent with angle K. Okay, this one is going to be multiple choice on the test. So you just have to, think about it like how I just showed you, and then just pick the right answer. Okay, and 14 is the same. It just is side angle side. So then you have to look at the way the letters are there. And the last the last section here is what we did yesterday on the formative. You have to look at the diagram and figure out what do you see that's true. You got vertical angles, or do you have reflexive property? And in this diagram, I see a bow tie. I see triangles that are connected by a single dot. So then I have vertical angles, and you can write that right away, because we know vertical angles are congruent. Then the statement is like, what are those angles as congruent? So angle BCE is congruent to angle DCA. And that's all you got to do. Okay. 16 is the same. 17 is pretty much the same, but this one is the reflexive property. So you'd mark those. Please do not forget to mark your picture. Okay. So then that's the reflexive property. And then that means that the same side, BD, is equal to itself. Like that. Okay? All right, there's your study guide. Fill out the rest. Practice. We have our test tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.